African leaders are gathering to promote sustainable peace and security across the continent of Africa through positive discourse. A media briefing is currently underway at the summit in Sandton. Let's take you there live right now.
Our second speaker comes from the royal family of the Kingdom of Swaziland. Throughout the time, immemorial royal families are instrumental in shaping the culture of nations. And so, we look forward to hearing the views of our next speaker, His Royal Highness Prince Khalin, Minister of Economic Planning and Development of Swaziland.
Thank you, Director of Ceremonies, former Head of State, His Excellency Chisang from the Republic of Mozambique, and representatives of the Head of State present here, Chief Justice, Ministers, Speakers, Attorney Generals, members of the Diplomatic Corps, leaders of the private and public sectors, visionary youth leaders, members of the media, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I've been commanded by His Majesty King Mswati III of the Kingdom of Swaziland, Eswatini, to represent him in this very important meeting. I'll read his speech. It is a great pleasure for me to join this august body here today to dialogue on promoting a sustainable peace and security agenda across Africa and develop a framework for a conflict-free Africa. I bring you warm and fraternal greetings from the government of the people of the Kingdom of Eswatini. I would have personally attended this conference, but due to other prior national engagements, I could not attend. May I also thank the Chairman, Manhill Lee, for inviting me to attend this high-level meeting. The Kingdom of Eswatini has been working with the African Leaders of Peace Summit for a long time, and we are grateful for this partnership. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, peace is a very important phenomenon because it binds people together. We in the African continent embrace peace. It is true that regions of Africa are respected globally because they were advocates of peace and coexistence, thus forging the foundation of our democratic continent. We are grateful that this year we are celebrating the centenary of two advocates of peace and freedom, Nelson Mandela and Mama Albertina Sisulu. Such icons should motivate us to forge a peaceful environment in Africa. However, we are saddened by the developments in some parts of the world where mankind still endure miserable lives due to many different challenges that are mostly man-made. Conflict and wars cause untold suffering to human beings. We applaud the efforts of the United Nations in trying to intervene where there is no peace. The barrel of a gun cannot bring peace in any country, but it instills fear in the populace. The AIM Agenda 2063, the Africa we want, promotes peace and gun-free African continent. We encourage those hotspots in the world to solve their differences through dialogue. The absence of peace has forced many to risk their lives looking for better living conditions in other regions of the world. Some perish before they even reach their destinations. Some are kept in camps which are not fit for human occupation. Ladies and gentlemen, no human being deserves this suffering. A peaceful environment provides the required impetus in making sure that people or citizens live in harmony with one another. Peace is a catalyst for economic growth. Where there is peace, people focus their attention on issues that are there for sustainable development. Let me share with you how we have promoted peace environment in the Kingdom of Eswatini, which has remained an oasis of peace for many years. Our family structure is the core fabric of our nation. Respect and tolerance begins at a family level, and our culture teaches us to respect our elder. From your family up to the community level, we have continued to cherish our cultural heritage since time immemorial. This has been passed on from generation to generation. Our system of governance is homegrown and played a pivotal role in uniting us. We have well-established structures which promote harmony and peaceful environment in our kingdom. We are currently conducting our parliamentary elections, where we have had very successful nominations. In the next 2 weeks, we shall be holding our primary elections, followed by secondary elections in the 59 constituencies. Those who come to observe our elections have always said that the system is unique because it does not promote animosity, but rather unite the nation. Our system of governance, which is a Siswati name for a constituency, can be defined as the marriage of the monarchy with democracy. Its modern definition is mechanical democracy, which refers to shared power. The monarchy of Eswatini guarantees the continuity of stability and democracy. Therefore, monarchy is married to the trust of the people who believe that he does everything in their best interest. The system of government has worked well for the Kingdom of Eswatini, and I firmly believe that it can as well work well for Africa and other development countries. Chairperson, the threat to peace and security may be a direct result of how the majority of Africans lead their politics. Without denigrating Western ideals and the reference to egalitarianism, in some societies, Africa neglected the African way. What is the African way, one may ask again. The obvious truth is that before there were any Western thought ideals, there was the African way, a traditional system of governance where the individual, family, community, and populace were clearly defined. It could be espoused in the principles of a belief system that stresses the need for accountability at all levels without disrupting the foundations of what makes a nation.
All right, we are going to come out of that African Leaders of Peace Summit taking place in Sandton, and the person speaking on the podium there is Prince Hlangu Sempi, who is representing the King of Swaziland, who